everyone, welcome to today's edition of Outdoor Yoga. I'm here with Al. So my ankle is still a little bit funny. Some poses I might not be able to do, so if you can't see me doing it, Al will definitely be doing the pose. We're going to do a nice easy flow today, nothing extravagant, calm the energy down. So we're going to start in a seated position. Come to a crisscross. Whichever shin normally comes in front, swap. So you've got the opposite one in front, and we'll get started. So with the less dominant shin in front, let's rest the hands down on the knees, sit up nice and tall, crown of the head towards the ceiling, and start to take some deep breaths here. Feel the lungs expand with your inhales. Allow the muscles to relax with your exhales. Take at least one sighing exhale out. Let's inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, center. Inhale, sweep. Bring your palms to touch, interlace. Send the palms to the ceiling. Take a slight lean forward in the pelvis. Reach up, breath in. And then exhale, tuck and round. Press those arms forward. Arms are going to stay by your ears. Inhale, come forward, lift up and back, and exhale, round. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, one more, and exhale. Come upright, perfect time for a helicopter to fly by. Let's release the hands down towards the mat. So you're going to take the left shin parallel to the top end of your mat and take this right shin and bring it down by the long edge of your mat. So you're sitting in a mermaid pose or a little bit of a pinwheel pose. Let's sweep the arms up, breath in. Exhale to take a twist toward the left. The right hand comes down and that left arm opens all the way up behind you, or it can tent down. I want you to feel this right hip and really try to pick it up and press it forward. Now ground that left hand down, reach the right arm up, and take a lean back. Left hand down, right arm up, lean back. If you've got the top end of that right foot grounded, you could press your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. And lower those hips back down, turn to face forward, and sweep the feet out in front of you. Scoop up underneath your legs, and let's find a boat pose. So a little lifting up, and then hands to heart center. Take a breath in here, and we're twisting to the right on the exhale. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, twist left. Let's go one more each side. Inhale, squeeze those knees together. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Let's go to the right and hold here. So see if that left elbow can maybe come to the opposite side of that right leg. Big breath in. And then back to center. Tap those legs down and wrap the arms around to release the core. So now we'll take that to the other side. We're going to bring your right shin parallel to the top end of your mat and your left leg parallel to the long end of the mat. Let's sweep those arms up, breath in, and exhale, take a twist towards the right. So now my left hand is going to touch down to the thigh, and my right arm open up behind or take a tent down. Now this left hip is going to press forward, giving some space into your hip flexor. And now let's reach that left arm up. And if you've got that top foot of the left foot, top foot grounded, you may lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Sink them back down. Let's turn to face forward, feet out in front of you, and we'll take that dynamic boat to the other side. So scoop underneath the legs, find a supported boat, squeeze those knees in, and then palms to heart center. Breath in here, and the exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, squeeze legs in. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Last one. Inhale. Exhale left and hold. Try to lift those knees and feet a little higher. Back to center. Tap down. Wrap in. And then let's roll forward. So find your tabletop, hands and knees. And from here, step that right leg all the way into the air behind you. Strong flex through that ankle. Toes are facing down. Let's take that left arm out in front of you. So on the inhale, let's lift the ends, thumb and heel. Exhale, take a crunch under. Inhale, straighten, pause. This time we're going to lift that foot towards the ceiling, reach around and try to tap that foot or heel behind you. And then inhale, long. So exhale, let's crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach around back. And inhale, extend. One more each side. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. And lengthen. Drop that left hand down, right toes back of mat. Drop the right heel towards center and kickstand that left shin. Now your right arm is reaching up, so circle out through that wrist. Both hip points are facing towards the right side of the mat, and now reach that right arm all the way long for a grounded side angle. Then let's look down, right hand to the mat. Sweep that left shin to center, ground those right toes, step that left foot back, high plank pose, and exhale, we'll go straight to downward facing dog. Take some movements here. You can bend into one knee and the other. Let the hips rock side to side. Move around in the head. And then inhale, lift the heels really high. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, and let's walk the feet to the top of the mat. Bring the base of the toes to touch, have that space in the heels, and then fold. So you can bend the knees here to fold. Inhale, big sweep of the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, hands to heart center. Let's find chair pose. A little bend into the knees. Let's sweep those arms up overhead. Basket your hands behind your head and press the head back into that basket. Now we're just going to let the right elbow fall off the side of the mat so that your head is being cradled by your left elbow. So the left elbow is just lifted up towards the ceiling. Let's take a side lean now over towards the right. So it's just like this, a big opening for your left side. Now keep the arms as they are, but straighten the legs and tent your left toes off the side of the mat. So you're still leaning towards the side. Keep leaning towards the right, and now let's float that left leg off the mat. As you come back to center, cross left foot over right. Hands back behind the head, And now we're going to just take the arms to the other side. Let that left elbow drop down and the right elbow's cradling the head. Bend into that front knee only, and now take the opposite side lean now towards the left. Keep that right hip drawing forward. Inhale, come back to center, hands behind the head, then extend the arms, big breath in, and forward fold. So you can still keep the cross of the legs here. That left knee bent, the right leg straighter, and drop the chin, fold. Then find straight arms, looking straight down. Let's unravel. So that left leg, step it all the way back. Right foot will follow you, high plank pose. This time into your low plank. Glide forward and bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, heart forward, and downward facing dog, exhale. Now let's lift that right leg into the air, three-legged dog. On the exhale, glide forward, try to tap right knee towards right elbow, and inhale, three-legged dog. Over to the left, exhale, crunch, and inhale, center. One more each side. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Now step forward on the exhale, right foot just inside your right thumb, and then we'll sweep it all the way up, high lunge. So working that front thigh more parallel to the mat, which means a nice space between the front and back foot. Let's take a Steeple Mudra, so those first fingers reaching up, all the other fingers interlace. Reach up and higher, and then exhale, take a dive back. Inhale, center. Now we're going to take a lean out in front of you. Try to keep those arms framing your head. Nice strong front leg and back body. And then inhale takes you up. Separate the hands. Warrior two. Drop that back foot back. The back heel down. Gaze forward for a breath. And then hands to hips. Straighten that front leg and set those right toes in. So parallel feet. But now the left toes are going to face back just for a moment. Let's find warrior two facing the back. Taking it further into side angle, reach out and drop the left elbow down. Right arm up and over. Press both of those hip points towards that right side of the mat out in front of you. Inhale to come all the way back up, hands to hips, straighten that front leg, set those left toes in, and once again, those right toes face forward. Heel toe that back foot in a step, so we're setting up for triangle pose. Let the arms go wide, and your whole body is facing the side. Lean out, right hand inside that right leg, left arm up and over. So this one is a little bit awkward for my ankle that's healing, so you can take a peek at Al. Stack those hips one on top of the other, reach that left arm straight up. Use the inhale to come all the way back up, bend into that front knee, and windmill, come all the way down. Right foot picks up to step back, high plank, and exhale, low plank. Upward face, breath in, downward dog, exhale. Let's walk those hands backwards towards the feet. Take a quick fold, exhale. Inhale, big sweep all the way up to standing. And hands to heart, exhale. So a couple of standing balances. We're going to do variations of tree pose and figure 4. So bringing those feet closer together, find your balance. Let's take tree pose right side. So hugging that right shin in, opening at the hip, and landing that foot either above or below the knee, and then palms to heart center. So you can stay here building balance, or we'll take it further. Let's interlace the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders down and back. Extend those knuckles down as you lift your heart towards the ceiling or the sky. And come back to center. Hands return to heart. Kick that leg out, give it a spin, and land it down. Pedal the feet out, and then we'll take a figure 4 to the other side. So a little bend into the knees, left ankle on the right thigh. So I'm clearly not ready for balances. Now you can take it lower. Think of a low chair pose. So you're gonna sink the hips. Some of you might be rather high, some of you can go a little lower. Option to take it lower and wrap the hands around that standing leg's ankle. So that would be your flamingo pose. Try to keep your heart higher than your hips. And then we'll inhale to come all the way back up. Extend that leg out, give it a circle, and pause at center. Let's take a nice sweep up. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Walk out, high plank pose. Feet hips distance. Exhale, take it forward and lower halfway. Upward face and downward facing dog. Let's find that tabletop again, knees down to the mat. This time you'll have your left leg in the air behind you and the right arm extended forward. So let's start by lifting on the inhale and a simple crunch on the exhale. Same inhale, lift, but this time exhale, reach around and try to tap that heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, reach. One more full round. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. And exhale, reach. Inhale, extend. Let's drop the hand down, toes down, right shin a little wider. Drop that left heel down and open out towards the left. Spin that left wrist. And then reach that left arm for a grounded side angle pose. That arm reaching past the ear towards the top of the mat. Now let's look down. Return the two hands grounded. Ball of that left foot grounded. Right foot meets you, high plank pose. Exhale, we'll go straight to downward facing dog. Now take a look forward and hop or step feet to the top of the mat. Take a folding exhale and a sweeping inhale. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So do it. Let's find a chair pose. Bend into the knees and sweep those arms up overhead. Happy springtime, we've both got allergies. Basket the hands behind your head, and we're going to let the elbow dip over towards the left so that the head is being cradled in the right elbow. So it looks a little something like this. Keep the chair pose, and now tilt the whole body over towards the left. Keep the arms as they are, but straighten the legs, and tent those right toes just off the side of the mat. Lean a little more towards the left, and then float that foot for balance. Then as you come back to center, cross that right foot in front of the left, and let's switch the arms. So hands to center, and then that left elbow higher, right one lower. Bend into your right knee, swing that left hip forward, and now lean to the right. So back to center, the hands right behind the head, then sweep the arms up, and we'll take a forward fold. So that right knee is staying bent, the left leg as straight as you can get it, and release the head and chin to fold. Then ground those palms down. Let's start by unwinding. Step right foot back, left foot meets it. Exhale, low plank. Upward dog and downward dog. Let's take that left leg in the air now, three-legged dog. And take a glide forward, try to tap that left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. And exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale, three-legged. Now step left foot to the top of the mat. Keep that back heel lifted and then sweep those arms up, high lunge. Keep the legs as they are, but find a Steeple Mudra. So you've got that opposite interlace, first fingers dialed up. Let's take it up, 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 and exhale, extend back. Keep bending into that front knee. Come back to center, still lunging. Let's take it out over that front thigh now. Try to keep those arms out of your vision. And then come up. Separate the hands, drop that back heel, and let's find warrior two. So now we're going to switch back. Hands to hips, front leg straightens, those left toes in, and the right toes back. Rebend into that right knee. It's warrior two facing back, but we'll go one step further with that right elbow down, left arm up and over. So notice how my hips might be tucking under. Really try to press both hip points out towards the left. Use the inhale to come right back up. Hands to hips and straighten that front leg. Set those right toes in. So your feet are parallel, but now let's kick the heels inward and bend into the knees. So you've got goddess legs. Now let's find goddess arms, a 90-degree bend. Use the inhale to straighten those legs and the palms touch overhead. On the exhale, really pull those arms down. You're working these latissimus muscles. Inhale, straighten up. And exhale, pull the arms down. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're holding this goddess pose. A challenge for you, if you'd like, peel those heels away from the mat so you're balancing on the balls of the feet. Heels down, hands to hips, straighten up, and let those right toes face out in front of you, those left toes forward. Triangle pose, so try to get those hips and your torso facing towards the right, arms wide, lean out towards the front of the mat, left arm up or rather left arm down, right arm up. Working the gaze higher, but the gaze can also be anywhere the neck is comfortable. Inhale takes you upright. Bend that front knee, and let's take it all the way down. That back heel lifts so you can step that left foot back, plank, and exhale, low plank. Upward face and downward dog. Let's walk backwards, hands to feet. Take a little fold, and then a big sweep up, and exhale. So tree pose to the left side. Let's bring the feet closer together. Take that left knee in and open out to the side. Land left foot above or below the knee, palms at center. So we'll work the back bend if you're with me. You can interlace the hands behind you, opposite thumb on top. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, and then physically try to lift your heart towards the ceiling. Back to center, hands to heart, extend that leg, and land that foot down. You can pedal out. Now a little bend into the knees, right ankle on top of your left thigh for your figure four. So you can stay tall or you sink the hips a little lower. So think of sitting back like a chair pose. You could take the hands, rest them to the thighs, or all the way down, trying to find that left calf or ankle. Just trying to sink the hips enough that the heart is higher than the hips. And then slowly rise up, extend that leg, and land it down. You can pedal out. Let's sweep the arms up, breath in, take the fold, exhale. Walk out, high plank pose, exhale, low plank. Upward face, and downward facing dog. Let's look forward and come to sit. So let's find a seated tree pose now. So the right leg is long and the left foot is to the inseam of right leg. We're going to take an opposite twist. So naturally your spine and your torso are facing a little bit towards the left. So what we're going to do is bring the right hand back behind you, and the left hand is going to come to the outside of that right leg. We're just going to twist over towards the right. Come back to center, and the hands are going to frame that right leg. Now we'll take a lean out into the fold, Janu Shirsasana. So back stays nice and long. Take a lean forward as opposed to a rounding in, and the hands might be somewhere along that right leg, approaching the foot. And then inhale your way back up. Now we'll take the opposite twist, and notice how this one is going to feel a little easier. So the left hand back and the right hand to the outside of that bent left thigh. Similar to what we did at the start of class, we can turn this into a back bend. So the left hand down, right arm up, and those hips lift up towards the ceiling again. Lower yourself back down. Straighten that left leg, give a little bounce, and then bring the feet closer to you so you bend into the knees. We're going to scoop the thighs, little lean back, visit that boat pose again. So this time we're going to work on some taps for some dynamic work. Hands to heart center, and tap those toes down. So as we inhale, kick those legs up and straighten the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart and tap. We're gonna go 3 more. Inhale, extend, and exhale, contract. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Wrap around. And then just to the other side. So left leg long, right foot to that seated tree pose. We're gonna take the deeper twist, so you're likely not going as far. Left hand back and that right hand just to the outside of the thigh. Sit up tall, pelvis slightly forward, active left foot. Then face forward, hands frame that left leg, sit tall, and imagine your chest could reach the toes. That's the length you want to find. And then the hands can add on somewhere along that leg. Gaze is down. Inhale to come up. And the counter twist, right hand back, left hand just in front of that thigh. Left foot still strongly flexed, gazing back. And now the right hand all the way down, left arm up and back. Option to once again lift those hips up. And then lower down, turn to face forward. Straighten that right leg. And then we'll do what would look like a double tree pose. So both of the feet into touch for your bound ankle pose. Bump those hips closer to the heels. Take a hold of the insteps of the feet. Sit tall. So notice I'm trying to keep head right on top of shoulders, shoulders over hips, not leaning into it and also not leaning too far forward. So sitting tall, breath in, tuck your chin to your chest. You could also take a moment to let one ear fall towards the shoulder to get into your neck. Swap the other way if you decided to take that. Back to the chin tuck, then gaze forward. And just like we folded in the seated tree pose, heart towards the top of the mat so you stay nice and long. The fold is for the hips. Gaze can be down. And then come all the way back up. Let's grab those knees, bring them back into center, and we take our very final vinyasa. So roll it forward, hands to the top of the mat. Step those feet back, find high plank. Exhale, low plank. Upward face, and downward facing dog. Find some moves and some shakes if you would like. And look forward. Let's come to sit. All the way onto your back. Give those knees a squeeze in. And let's find one more opening up of the hips. So a happy baby. Draw those thighs down towards the mat. Rock and roll if you'd like. And then curl it in, arms around the legs, knee towards the nose. And then let it go into your Shavasana. So the legs can outstretch long. You might also prefer to bring the feet towards touch for a supine bound angle. Let the arms go. A different opening for the chest and the pecs could be those goddess arms out by your sides. Whatever variation of pose you choose, let it be one where you can feel completely rested. Close the eyes. Listen to your surroundings. Take some deep breaths. And then let yourself go into rest. Start to take a couple deep breaths. Move around in the body. Start to reawaken. Take some final stretches. Wrap the arms around the knees. And land on your right side. Come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Palms can press lightly at the center of your body in Untitled Mudra, a mutual sign of gratitude and honor and respect. Let's take one final virtual breath together. Fill those lungs up with a deep inhale. And sigh it out, exhale. Thank you for sharing your practice this morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day you're taking this class. Big breath in, big breath out. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the different scenery of Tina's Yoga Room 2.0. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's one of the biggest thank yous you can give me. Throw a comment, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.